Peace to the nigga nation. I know it's been a minute since I've been on this channel. I've had a few personal issues. I guess it's not necessarily issues, but I had a couple of deaths in my family, and I've had to do a bit of traveling, and I haven't really taken much time to focus on coming online and talk. But I have been online, and I have been paying attention to some of the things that have been going on online. I think like right before I left, I was about to leave town. I was watching. I watched one of. I'm gonna get right to the point. I watched one of Charleston White's. No. Let me tell the truth. The first thing I saw was a Hassan Campbell video, where he was talking to where he was I guess for lack of better terms crying about how Charleston White had said something in regards to um I wouldn't necessarily say, well, I guess you can say mocking his past in regards to him being a victim of sexual abuse. But as those who are in the know have recognized, we know that whenever Charleston White comes at a person with a certain degree of acrimony or venom, it's generally because that person has either bothered, fucked with, or crossed Charleston White. Uh, that same video, that video. Um, no, because then I got to go to Charleston video, because the video I saw with Charleston, I did see Charleston White, talking about how the boy, got his pushed in or whatever. But he also, the points that he was making specifically was in regards to how he had sent Hassan several invitations to come to Texas to speak with the youth, and some of those people that might have also been victims of abuse, and to somehow get some type of camaraderie with Hassan, and some to get to the point where they could perhaps make constructive change and make better choices and decisions, or find someone that's relatable to them. Now, as moderator, I've seen Hassan Campbell and Charles White's comments, and most of the times I've seen him in his comments is when Charles White is going against somebody else. And it kind of like, and what kind of threw me is that, okay, I watched the Hassan video, then I watched Charles. Well, really I saw Charles' video first. Let me get that right. I saw Charles' video first, where he was going at him for the fact that I guess Hassan had got on somebody's platform and said something in regards to he can't stand with Charleston in regards to something that I guess something else that Charleston might have said or something, and he said he can't stand with that. So it's like, well, you had all these other times to say what you could or you could not stand with Charleston White for. But it took what these popular entertainers, your TIs and your Boosies and all these other individuals who came out and took issue with Charleston White, for you to come out and say, this is what you don't stand with him for. All right, well, that's fine. Okay. So now Charleston gets on his platform, and the thing that once entertained you when it was done to somebody else, all of a sudden becomes something that's just, oh, he's a bully, he's this, that, and the third. And I don't know for certain whether it was you or your minions or whomever that are responsible for us not getting our daily dosage of Charleston White by way of YouTube. Because at the time, really at the time, some of the times I was out of town with my family in morning, I needed an escape. And usually when I go for the escape, and this is, I mean, I guess this might be revealing a bit much on my behalf. When I go for the escape, I like to put on some Charles White, because Charles White is someone who I consider, to be honest, Yeah, I mean, of course, he played the games or whatever, but for the most part, when it comes down to talking about certain issues and particular things, he's known for being honest. And I guess that pretty much explains the fact of where I don't like to consider myself a fan of no man, but I am a strong supporter of Charleston White. As you see, I buy Charleston White product. As you see, my channel which it once was just me talking. Well, really, its channel was once dead until the fact Mr. Charleston White started breaking down how much money could be made on these platforms. On social media platforms, and that a lot of the time, for the most part, most of us just waste our time going back and forth with people and not getting that constructive out of it. But yeah, I just don't understand what it is with y'all, man. How many times? I mean, a lot of times. How many times it has to be explained to y'all that this person is carrying this Mr. Charleston White is playing the character online. The person that y'all looking for him to be online is the person he is offline. Uh, it's kind of odd. It may be something just as simple, whatever little online beef or whatever he might have with somebody, or something that y'all might take offense of what he may have said. It goes all the way around the internet. But when it comes to the fact, when it comes to him doing this actual things in the community and in the real world scenario for what we affectionately and fondly as niggas call the nigga babies, you guys are relatively silent. It's not as important. So now, what you guys go about doing is using the tactics of those people that operate the media, and pretty much those tactics that have been used time and time again to somewhat, I guess, you assassinate someone's character to the point where they're vilified, and you and by doing that, you make an attempt to make their voice irrelevant, or make their voice silent, or silence their voice. See, the problem that you all have with that is that whether it be a Facebook, and I'm sure that Facebook on the Facebook situation, he probably whatever he know. It seemed like he just ways to get his Facebook account back in order to get kicked off Facebook again. Whether it be a Facebook account, whether it be an Instagram account. Now I know he'd be wanting to keep his Instagram accounts, I believe, or whether it be on his YouTube, and I know he want to keep his YouTube because it's the numbers. Period. Whether it be these accounts or something like that. Um, it doesn't have to be well. That's what I'm saying. It don't have to be none of these accounts because the thing. Ooh, goddamn space jello. Space jello rough. Whew. And plus the time I got the heat on this motherfucker, I need to open up the window. The thing about Charleston White is that it don't have to be YouTube. It don't have to be Instagram. It don't have to be Facebook. It could be fucking Rumble. Wherever we might find out what Charleston White is putting on his show in character, we gonna go there. So y'all don't play y'all little games, and y'all people are the masters. You guys are the masters. Like someone like a Hassan Campbell, or Soldier Boy, or any of these of you guys who have had your way in these social media spaces for some considerable amount of time. Y'all know what to do to get a motherfucker suspended, or even to the point where y'all can get their channel took. Y'all know what to report and how to report and whatever. And as a moderator, I try to do my best, whatever fail safes I could see by the chat room or what have you, uh, to avoid anything like that. But the man gonna say what the fuck he want to say. Whether y'all go to them people and they disallow him to say it on their platform, he gonna say it regardless. And if he wants you to hear about it, he gonna hear about it. You gonna hear about it. And my phone went out. But yeah, man. I hadn't been on here, and I guess in a way, I guess I have been on just my on my social media. Period. A lot of the things I have with my problem I have with my social media is that you know, and Charleston White is a grown man, as he has told Mr. Nigga. He don't need nobody to defend or protect him. But the thing about it is, if I post something, and I do post a lot of shit on my regular social media in terms of Charleston White, if I post something about Charleston White, you cannot, even if you're my friends or whomever, you cannot just come on my page and I know that you have no idea about the background of this person. You just go by the character image online. You cannot come on my page and disparage this person. So now you have these clowns and they like to hang around and like I got one motherfucker that every time I make a Charles White post on my page, he clicks a reaction, and it may be something that's dead ass serious. He kicks the laugh reaction, and that's because I told this person that I believe that Charleston White is. He tried to call Charles this idiot, this nincompoop, or whatever, some remark that kind of insulted the man's intelligence, and we know that this man Charleston White is very very smart and very clever. So it's like he made this comment uh, against the character Charleston White, well, insulting his intelligence. So I said, well, I believe that in my opinion, Charleston White is far more intelligent than you. So from that point on, this grown fucking man, has had a I don't know. He's went on a tirade or attempted to go on a tirade on my page, but every time he comment on my shit, I delete his comments unless I want his comment to stay up. But don't let me get too far away from this shit, what I'm pointing out, because I don't want this to be a long video. Plus, I realize I really can't smoke while I'm talking to y'all, and plus I'm starting to sweat too. So, uh, regardless of how y'all, I mean, it seemed, and I really. And if we didn't, like I said before, if we didn't see the shit actually go down the way it was, we would think that Charleston's bullshit when he talk about how y'all marks be betraying a nigga. But y'all really be trying to, and I guess it makes it difficult for those who try to be who not even try to be, who are sincere and their support with Charleston White or whatever. Y'all really be some opportunistic type of marks and shit, man. Uh, I understand, the Charleston White effect, and I understand how his seemingly social media, his Midas touch on social media can, turn you from a pauper into a prince, in just the course of just maybe a couple of videos, maybe one video even. With either him in it or speaking about him. I know that hasn't necessarily happened in my favor, but I guess the reason that doesn't happen because I don't speak negatively about the fellow. The narrative I want to put out about Charles White is the narrative in which he does in actionable real life. Now he a funny motherfucker, and he talked that good talk. And it's not that talk and action is two different things. And he talked that good talk, but what drew me to Charles White is that I follow a lot of the conscious niggas, the conscious community, the new black media folks, and and I mean they talk that good talk too. But it was the difference between that. It was that my ability to actually watch, cause he always documents everything. My ability to watch Charleston White walk through the Stop Six projects and fuck with the nigga babies and fuck with the people in the projects and listen to, you know, that was that type of shit kind of hits a little bit harder or it's a bit more effective than just hearing y'all niggas talk about what y'all do or or give your monologues about that we have to change the culture and this and this rapper and snot box rocking and axe holding and just and the fucked up part about it is he be giving y'all niggas a chance. Niggas be telling him about how y'all niggas be how eventually y'all niggas turn out are the marks that y'all eventually turn out to be. But he give y'all the benefit of the doubt, and I guess that's why they call him OG Kindheart. I don't know, man. But all I say about this is that I have a whole lot of respect for the little nigga myself, and I don't know that, and I mean I don't. I like to say, well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know. I ain't never hung out with Charleston White in real life and in person. I've talked to Charleston White on the phone. I've talked, whatever. Mr. Charleston White knows that. I guess he know me. Charleston know me. But man, what point was I making? Um, the point about it is that if ever I will feel to tell you the truth, I will feel shame, you know, to cross a nigga like that, man. A nigga that help other people, a nigga that do shit for people and help people out and help and has the mindset and the spirit for the people. Even if you don't agree with all his opinions or his political ideology, at the end of the day, we talking about saving the child, i.e. nigga baby, then that should be something that you should be considerate toward. But I don't know, y'all wanna run to the either the Zuckerbergers or and I guess y'all, I don't know if Elon Musk gonna fuck with y'all the same way as Zuckerberg or the way them Google motherfuckers over here YouTube, whoever runs, who I don't know that I can't pick the name of the person over YouTube, but Google, except for Google, you know, you can run it in. I mean, you can continue to run to them, but as it's being shown and proven, all he got to do is find a camera and a microphone and those and and those who are captivated and who are familiar with whether it be for the comedy or whether it be for the social commentary, they gonna come there. Now you and they gonna come there either by way of virtually or in real life. Now you yourself, uh, YouTuber guy, whomever, it may not be the same for you. You may not be able to like say, well, in order to interview me, you got to pay this amount of money. I don't know. Maybe it's the fact that he did it a different way than y'all did it and did it in a more successful way. The nigga didn't touch 2 mil. Well, they say he worth 2 mil, and that's a lot. That's a whole motherfucking lot for a nigga just riding around in random vehicles throughout his neighborhood talking shit and swallowing spit. But that's enough, man. This is your boy Flav Niger. Mr. Nigga. You can call me Doc. You can call me Doc Flav, however you want to call it. You ain't got to call me motherfucking at all. But I just want to come on and drop that on y'all, man. As always, it's nigga nation or nothing, and I sincerely hope. I've been checking brother Mr. Dewberry. Y'all should be following Mr. Dewberry's page, Anthony Dewberry's channel. You know, I be checking on Mr. Dewberry. I always check. I don't, and I admit I ain't gonna lie. See, I listen. I every day on his channel listening to all the videos, but I like to believe I catch the important ones sooner or later. You know, we and I also I still am. Mr. I don't know what the OG saying when or whatever. We don't have the option. To listen to that and one little bit. So, one thing y'all really shouldn't be doing, and that's kind of fucked up. For y'all to be doing to Mr. Dewberry. Don't ask about Charleston on Dewberry Page. Man, let that man be great on his own, man. Y'all be trying to put that nigga on that man shit. That's that man homeboy. That's that man brother from back in the day and shit. I ain't even got to do all that shit, man. But I guess that's just the nature of some of y'all niggas on this virtual in this virtual world. So yeah, man, I just want to come on and do a video. Oh yeah, and anybody and all the fruit folks that have recently subscribed, I wholly and humbly appreciate it. I know probably a lot of y'all see the little Charleston White clips or whatever, but I got a little stuff to talk about too, and hopefully some of that shit that I talk about draws y'all in as well. So once again, with that being said, nigga nation or nothing. Peace and love to y'all. We Mr. Charleston come back soon. OG Sane come back soon. Game related podcast come back soon. Uh, we need all that. And I sincerely hope. I think I overheard it may be exclusive news, but I really do indeed hope that to see Mr. Charleston and Ye West in the room together. Lips ain't got no bumps on. Mr. Charleston, yeah, in the room together, cause you know, regardless. Well, nah, we ain't gonna say no regardless about nothing because I like to see them in the room together. If that's gonna be, because the potential of it all. Period. Nigga Nation, nothing, man. I got to go.